Okay, guys. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, oh, that's Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Let's get this locked down here a little better. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Hey, Kizzy, good morning. Guys, sorry, I don't know what was going on with Facebook Live. It was still running on this end. I could see you guys saying it's not working. So I knew it was still somehow connected, and then Facebook just abruptly ended it. Must have been something I said. I love it. I'm going to start the whole call over again. We're going to only run about 15, 18 minutes, okay? So we'll keep it nice and short. Super. I got about a minute or so left. Let's see who's on. We got Kizzy, Marilyn, Jennifer Dillon. Awesome. Cool. So we're going to talk about a few things. We'll start with the, give everybody another minute, just in case. We'll let the Facebook algorithms kick in, and we'll start getting there. Okay. Excellent. A few more folks. And Joy's here. Okay. Cool. Got 11:15. Thanks for coming back on. This is now coming through Zoom. Hopefully we don't get dropped. I'm sure you'll let me know if we do. Before we get into the building block piece of this, which is hugely important, I want to share a couple of housekeeping things with you. Number one, tomorrow night, Thursday, Kesia has a live, the launch of the V system, which is talking about the 8 steps to success. One of the things we found from Joe, there's really two pieces to the V system. One is the daily activity, the business or the enterprise activity, and the other piece of it is your mental activity. Creating something that's duplicatable, creating the right mindset. Because if the mindset isn't right, it just doesn't matter what you do. And when the mindset's right, when you have a system, man, things just start popping and happening really quick. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mountain, that's 9 p.m. Eastern, Kesia is going to have a Zoom. You need to register for it on the first launch of the V system. Okay, 8 steps to success. Ought to be a fantastic call. So I've already signed up for that. So that'll be cool. Thursday night. Next Saturday, not this, but Saturday the 21st, there is a live training event on Oahu. Mapu Dillinger, a good friend of ours, she is hosting it. She's got Randy coming over, and she has Kesia coming over. So it's going to be a whole day. I think registration is at 10. They'll do a morning opportunity, break for a half hour, and then Kesia is on stage. She's going to run from 12:30 till 5:30. This would be an awesome opportunity for anybody in Hawaii. The islands are closed. A lot of people take quick little airplane shuttles back and forth. Get to that event. They'll be taken care of. Mapu is awesome. We trust her implicitly, and she will take care of your people and make sure that they get what they need while they're there. So will Randy and so will Kesia. So this is a huge event over in Hawaii. Let's load it up and build a Hawaiian team, okay? So always a good place to visit. Launch tickets. They said we have about 1,200 total for this coming event. 700 or so tickets have been sold from what we understand. And I wanted to mention that they have a special still, right? $200 will get you 3 tickets to the launch plus a $200 product voucher. So it's a no-brainer. It's already paid for, right? You're gonna get free product. And you can bring 2 other people. That's awesome. So you want to do that. Now, the one thing I started talking about when I was losing you guys, or the Facebook was shutting me down, is 7-figure earners. There are quite a few 7-figure earners who are looking at Viiva now because they've heard what's coming along. They've heard of Chairman Joe. They've seen the video. They've seen the PDF that we've done on. Here's what this guy did. He's done $1 billion plus 3 times. This isn't luck anymore, right? This isn't, one-hit wonder. This guy knows how to do it. And because of that, we're already having some 7-figure earners sign up on this team. We can't use their names, because they're still top of another company and they're trying to, get everything sorted out, but they had to come in and get a position, right? So, and there's a few more that are looking. So I tell you this because a 7-figure earner, $1 million a year earner and better in this industry, you got to ask yourself, what are they looking for if they're looking to move companies, right? Because there's a cost to move companies. I mean, you will lose people. It's not going to be perfect. But why would they even consider it? What are the pieces they're after? Number one is a system. Number one is a system, not just for them to earn the money, but that their people can duplicate. And we're going to talk about that with the building block today, okay? But it has to be something duplicatable. That's the only way you create an authentic check and a consistent check and a check that's residual and goes on for years and years and years, okay? So just know that there are some huge players that are looking at Viiva now. And what that means to you is you want to make sure you're re-engaged. And that what that also means to you is enroll people and get them in, because when these leaders start enrolling a lot of people, it's going to go fast. And that ultimately means to you, you're going to create a greater income for yourself. And this is now even a better opportunity than it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Okay. So that's why I bring up 7-figure earners. Okay. If you want to get a certain result, you start patterning and playing like that person, right? If you want to learn how to play baseball really well, you're not going to go to a little league game and pattern yourself there. You're going to go watch the majors, right? So same thing here. You want to pattern it. You're going to follow Joe. You're going to follow the other 7-figure earners. That's what we're doing, because I expect and I plan to be a 7-figure earner, period. Okay. So that's what I got. Last piece on the hotel rooms in LA. Guys, we're going to put a note out. You can share rooms, right? We'll put that, so it'll make it a little easier for people to, once they get there, to have a place to stay. Okay. So cool stuff. All right, let's get into today's topic, which is building blocks, okay, for Viiva. I don't know if you noticed yesterday, there was a live, 28 people hit the rank or hit the level of star maker. This is the basic building block of the business plan, okay? And it's something you're going to do over and over. So I'm going to share, this is the piece, okay? So here's what happened. Let's say this is you, okay? And then your first step, if you're brand new, now if you've already got a team, if somebody hasn't enrolled people, you can still play this and become a star maker. But let's say you bring in here, Mary, and over here, we'll just say Joe, okay? Now, once you brought in somebody on your left and your right, you're now considered a star, okay? Cool beans. How do we get to star maker? To get to star maker, you have to assist Mary to get her first 2, one on her left and one on her right. Help Joe get one on his left, whoops, and one on his right. At that point, you've helped 2 people, and notice you started the duplication process. Now you're a star maker. The comp plan says we'll pay you $25 every time you become a star maker. This month, they have a special going on. They'll pay $50 every time you do that. Simple? Yes. Duplicatable? Yeah, I believe so. Now here's the piece. If you want to get to the point of residual checks and not just having to keep rebuild all the time, and if you're not getting a solid check that you were making 6 months, a year ago, whatever, you're not doing this next piece. So let me share that with you. So not only did we help Mary find her 2, right, and Joe find his 2, you want to take this another level. So you helped Mary. You got Mary in. Then you and Mary went to work and got somebody on her left, right? Now, if you want to make this residual, if you want to make this what we call the 3 deep pattern, you're going to help this person here find their 2, their left and their right. Same thing here. Right? Now, Mary's helping this person's watching, Mary's helping this person, you're helping this person get in. So what have you done? You've taught Mary, she saw it when she came in. Then Mary saw you, Mary worked with the person on her left to get them in. So Mary's seen it twice now. Now the third time, Mary's going to take more of a leadership role and start showing this person as this person here on her left is helping, and you're overseeing it. At this point, And the next person that comes in, it doesn't require you anymore. You've developed a 3 deep pattern. 1, 2, 3. Now you've got something that's actually duplicatable. Okay. So the Star Maker bonus, and I know I've gone deeper on it because that's what I do, but the Star Maker bonus, I'm going to go back to a quick review, is right here. You bring someone on your left and your right. You help them get someone on their left and right. You are the Star Maker. And this month you earn $50 every time you do that. Not just once. Do it 10 times, make 500 bucks. Right? Do it 20 times, make 1,000. But did you notice what was happening in the previous screen? What's happening to your organization? Guys, this is how it builds. Welcome to network marketing. This is the network. And once you have the network set up, like some of these 7-figure earners I mentioned, when they decide to move, if they're successful, a lot of their people are successful, they're going to run with them. You can build a, for those of you that are just selling Viiva products, listen, these are great products. But ideally, we're network builders. And once you've built a network, you can move any product through there. Joe's second billion-dollar company wasn't even in network marketing. It was selling feminine hygiene products. He found a factory with an amazing product, but the guy wasn't getting traction. So Joe said, let me set up the sales end. He had the system, and he set up this networking system, and he took that company to $1 billion in sales on feminine hygiene products. And then he started JM, which stands for Joy Main, using the same system, right, and the same building blocks. He built that to a $2 billion company. I think it was at the end of his 4th year. Okay. And all of you know the goal here, right? The goal for Viiva is $3 billion in 5 years. In 5 years. I don't mean $3 billion total over the 5 years, hitting $3 billion in sales, USD, United States currency, in the 5th year. Okay. If you start duplicating this now, imagine where you're going to be in 5 years. That's where the payoff is, guys. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. That's what Joe said when he asked us if we were in for 5 years. I need you to commit. And everybody in that room, including Joy and I, said, that was our symbol. We're in. We're committed. Okay? To build this. So the basic building block, and you've got to do this over and over. I shared the other day the 5 areas he said activities to do to hit $1 million a year as income. And one of them is to enroll 30 people as distributors. This would count as 2 that you personally enrolled. Now you can turn around and enroll, let's say you enroll somebody else and they're just down here, right? Guess what? Can you do the same thing? You bet. Help them get their 2. That's another $50 this month, right? To you. Okay, this is the basic building block. If you bypass this step, you've got maybe a nice little customer base that'll make you $100 to $200 a month, maybe. Okay, this is how you build. And so they've made it really clear. It's one of the 8 ways we get paid here, and it's called Star Maker. Last week there was 28 people that they announced. They'll announce it every week, and it's paid week. Cool. I'm going to go over here and see if there's any questions from you guys, and then we can wrap this up or continue. Nope. Nope. Looks clear. So that's what I have for you today. Go back and watch this again. Hear the announcements and go look at this again. This is the basic building block. I think people get stuck. I know I get stuck when I think, oh, geez, I've got to do 25,000 in income this month or 40,000 or whatever, right? You can't do that. What I can do is pick up the phone and help Mary get involved. And after you get Mary and, Mary in, put your list down and start getting her qualified as a star. And then go back and call some other people in your list. When Joe comes in, put your list down and get him qualified as star. And it's not just for the $50, man. It is for look how this thing begins to build. So you got to see the big picture to understand why you've got to start running now. Okay. It looks like no more questions. Guys, that's what I got for you today. The launch event coming up. Kesia's call tomorrow night on the 8 steps to success. It's going to be a lot of mindset stuff. It's part of the steps is following a system, right? And then we're going to share rooms, and we talked about 7-figure earners in this business and why they're now looking at Viiva, and some of them have already signed up. Okay, so that's what I got for you today for Wednesday. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day. You absolutely deserve it. Watch the video I did last night on how we're building toward the launch, because I'm calling 10 a day from the team, right? And we're calling big people that might be considering. We got 2 interested out of our first 8 calls that are willing to look at the information, right? And then we're also looking at enrolling new people. So we've got 3 areas that we're building on. So let's go. Have a great day. You absolutely deserve it. See you guys. Bye for now.